Today on Beer Geek Nation, guys, it's Thanksgiving, and I want to say a happy Thanksgiving to the Beer Geek Nation family, all of the supporters and viewers of the channel. This one is for you. I get asked this all the time about beer and food pairings, and I thought today's, the one day where really kind of matters the most, so to speak. So, I'm gonna give you guys a couple ideas, just real quick of what I tend to do for beer on Thanksgiving, what to stay away from and what to actually look forward to. So, during the day, I eat Thanksgiving usually pretty early, around, between like 1 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's always early for some reason. So you don't hit the stuff too hard before dinner. But what I like to do is drink some, lighter kind of single IPA, 6%, stuff like that. Celebration Ale from Sierra Nevada is always one that I go to. Even their pale ale is really, really good. I really like the Sam Adams Boston Lager kind of before Thanksgiving too, just to kind of, if you want to drink a beer, just kind of warms up your palate a little bit, cleans the palate. As far as dinner, itself, traditionally I'm going to have turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, all that kind of stuff. There's a variety of foods that different families and different cultures have for Thanksgiving. So for me, it's kind of the standard stuff. And with that, I tend to go with Saisons. I love a really good Saison. And the one I usually drink during dinner is Boulevard Saison Brett, which it's just bright, citrusy. It's got that little funkiness. Not typically, but usually Thanksgiving meals are very, very heavy. So to have a nice kind of light Saison, effervescent, a little bit of citrus in there, just kind of keeps the palate clean, refreshed, and just keeps the flavors in the food, where they should be. It just plays off those elements so great. You can also go, if you can't get Boulevard Saison Brett, you can go Victory's Helios Saison. It's one of my favorite beers. It's just an amazing beer. It's a Saison with a bit of Brett funk to it, and that's awesome as well. And you probably should be able to get that. I actually don't know how far that distributes. I'm assuming it gets into their regular markets. I can get it here. It's dirt cheap. It's like $3 for like a bomber of a 7.5% beer too, which is just crazy to me. You can also go with like a Belgian wit beer. Allagash White, of course, is fantastic. What's the other? Avery's White Rascal is another really good one. And again, that one really, really works with Thanksgiving because of the, the heaviness. It's just a light, effervescent beer. Now, as far as dessert, I usually go with pumpkin pie, and you're gonna have whipped cream or ice cream on that as well. And this is when I break out the big guns usually. I typically go with the Firestone Walker Anniversary beer of the year, or I might, go back. I'll probably have the 16 this year since I actually don't have another bottle of 17. But you can also go a big imperial stout, big barley wine, barrel-aged imperial stouts. They're just going to hold up to that sweetness and kind of cut through some of the fat content and the sweetness of the dessert itself. And it's just, it's a dessert beer. Another great one that I actually don't have any, and I wish I did because it's a good one, is Brewery Omegang's Three Philosophers, which is a Belgian quad aged with cherries. That's an awesome, awesome beer to have for dessert. And Belgian quad in general would be a great beer to have with dessert. So how I do it is typically a lighter, kind of refreshing beer, a little bit of a hoppy beer during the day. And this year, actually have a growler of Pizza Boy Brewing's. He did an awesome Citra Pils. Have a growler of that. Looking forward to that one. So during the meal, again, I like a Saison. I prefer Boulevard's, even Tank 7 would be great. Saison Brett's, Victory Helios, just a big, bright Saison are great for heavy meals. And then for dessert, just break out the big ones. Imperial stouts, barley wines, barrel-aged, whatevers. They're not gonna do you wrong, especially with some pumpkin pies. So again, happy Thanksgiving, and I hope that helps you guys out a little bit. And cheers.